Yeah, welcome back to another match on the play against Jazza. Um, Opening hand's interesting, has a lot of card selection. Hopefully we can find the Blade of the Bloodchief to combo with the Basking Brood Scale. So let's go ahead and keep. If the 9 cards we see off of the Devourer and the Stirrings don't kind of sculpt the hand together, then it's a pretty ordinary hand, but I think there's enough looks and enough upside with the Temple already here that I'm fine keeping it. And on the play, we can afford to be a little bit slower. If I take the Sylvan Scrying, I can get Saga to get the Blade to combo with the Basking Brood Scale. Is that better than just taking a Ancient Tomb? I think so. The Tomb's actually not getting us up to any of these 7 drops or the Ugin, so let's kind of lean into the combo plan a little bit. We'll just play a tap land to... We don't want Ancient Stirrings over the card that we already want to be drawing, so let's go with this. I think just getting the Saga, staying the course is good. If this is like Jund or something, then we might just pivot and just start activating the Saga. We'll see. Urza's Saga. We could just play and activate the Brood Scale as well if we prefer. That'd be 4. So we got 4 Eldrazi mana next turn. This will be the 5th one. So 1 shorter Devourer the following turn. Might also be good to conceal that we have the Brood Scale, just so it's not heads up what we're going for. Laser Glyph. I'm gonna go with the Brood Scale now option. This just ramps us into the Devourer next turn, which is pretty good. The good thing about Brood Scale is it's just like an okay middling play for these kind of turns, which the Eldrazi deck tends to either waste its mana or do something pretty mana inefficient. Like, at least we got 2 bodies and a potential combo threat out of this. Drawing the Blade of the Bloodchief is pretty rough, though. As far as like a single card that you draw on its own in a vacuum, pretty ordinary. It does have some applications with like Kozilek's command to turn it into a sort of a fireball. Because you sack all of the spawns and each spawn represents a counter, so you can just pump up a creature. So every spawn you make is +1 power, which can be effective sometimes, but it's a pretty niche application. Looks to me like Jazz is just on normal Jund, which kind of the dream matchup. Yeah, sure. Ooh, don't like that one. Surprised the Glyph didn't. Oh, 2/3. Not surprised the Glyph didn't attack. Smasher. I could just smash here. It sounds pretty good as well. If they've got some kind of instant, it's pretty bad, but I think if they had like a snuff out or something, they would have already spent it and just attacked with the Goyf for 4. It's probably the only card I can think of that would really be a likely holding from the Jund deck at this point. Let's just pivot into the Smasher plan. Then next turn, hopefully we can find some sort of soul land to get us to devour the following turn. We'll see what we can muster up, but yeah, we're presenting a good clock with the Smasher. Hopefully this Goyf is just not able to get any bigger. Ideally, they just have like another middling creature, maybe like an Emperor of Bones here would be good, just to not be an effective, not a way to pump the Goyf and not a way to affect my board is kind of what I want to be seeing. And also the good news is if there is a push on this, then it goes into, gets a void counter, so it doesn't go to the Goyf. Good to know Jazz on waste and assumably strip, ran 6. It's 4 of the points. Very likely accounted for. It's probably a good way for the Jund decks to approach this matchup. Like if you're just playing traditional Jund, it's almost it's a bit hyperbolic to say it, but it's almost unwinnable. if everything goes right in the Eldrazi, like if I keep 7 cards in my hands decent, the Jund deck's just yeah struggling to do much of anything. It's 8 point. We didn't fetch either of these, did we? No, okay, 7 point. Black, black, black. Lily. The classic. Interesting. I would discard this Ugin, but I don't want to give Jazza an Ugin. Probably has to be the Stirrings. I think I need to play the Saga next turn. So it's up to 3-4 now. Gets in with this, sure. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Attack both at the Lily and it'll definitely die. But just attack the Smasher. I mean, that's my turn, so let's go to combat. That's all we'll be doing. This is obviously hitting. Do you want to attack? I'm a little worried that there's some kind of like a bolt or a fatal push on this, and then the Lily down. So he goes jump this, Lily goes to 3, push or bolt the Brood scale, and then minus the Lily, and then Smash is gone. I've got nothing going on at that point. I'll just say if that's a likely holding. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the brute scale around. It's pretty unlikely the game gets to the point where I get the blade at this point, given the saga's just about to come down, but um, does pretty much put him on a 3-turn clock. Okay, that happened, so that's pretty good. Maybe they're more interested in trying to get to the Croxer, or they're happy that the Goyf grew out of that transaction. Very glad I didn't attack with the brute scale now. Does this make mana? No. Pass. Silly golem. Should have been an Eldrazi. This is the only non-Eldrazi creature in the deck, I think. But you do need some kind of game one, like taxing elements to beat the unfair decks. If we draw any colorless land next turn, we've got. Oh, no, actually, we're short of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're short of Devourer. That's alright. We can at least start making Saga tokens. Yep. Yeah. Okay, the board's relatively stable now. I'm not casting that one. What void cannons? Second ancient stone. That's about it. All right. Well, we're definitely in on the brute scale plan now. Yeah, we're just passing. Might even be the case that if they tap out of the Keen Eye Curator, we can put enchantment, land, sorcery in the bin. Go get mana vault. So I have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll be too short of Emrakul. Take this hit. Also, a chance that Judge is not familiar with uh, the Blade of the Bloodchief combo, and he just thinks I'm playing this as like a medium creature. Um, Another big non-land drawn. Okay. Um, Given all this mana's being held up, I don't really want to go all in on the blade plan. I think I'm just gonna float search. Probably just get soaring, to be honest. And I can play the Forsaken Monument at least. Oh, it just says, didn't realize you got to search like that already. So maybe you thought I had one more click through my saga. Oh, he has opposition. Brutal. Yeah. This game would look very different if I didn't grab this soaring. Oh. Looks like we're probably going to game 2. We won't make that mistake again, but yeah, not the best to just end a game that was otherwise pretty interesting, but that's right. Happens sometimes. The joys of Modo. Okay, against Jund with land destruction elements, I don't really have a great deal of things I'm that interested in. Maybe these 6. Everything else is for unfair matchups or blue decks, pretty much. Against Jund, the combo is pretty difficult. Like, Jund's a super interactive deck, so trying to get the combo through is pretty tough. So, as often you do, you cut the brute scale combo. Game 2. What else is bad? I think Candelabra is kind of ordinary when they're attacking my mana with the Wastelands, and they're probably going to attack my artifacts with post sideboard cards. Candelabra loses a lot of its equity. Other cards I'll be willing to trim, maybe It That Heralds the End. Lodestone, maybe. Khan's pretty slow on the draw, I find. Maybe Smasher. I think I'm not the aggro in this matchup more often than not, so I'm reasonably happy to cut Smasher. All this top end is like, clearly these are all amazing against Jund, but maybe there's too many high drops when you're playing against a deck that's got Wasteland Strip Mine. That's it. I haven't really got a lot else that I want. Maybe this is fine. Maybe I'll keep the It That Held the End since I'm bringing in a bunch of 7 drops. One more. I think the Lodestone's the best of these bunch. So it looks medium, but fine. It's got a Soul Land here, a imprintable for it, and then I've got a Once Upon a Time to try and find some more fast mana, maybe another Soul Land, and then the Mystic Forge can be the gas I need to make the hand kind of really work well. And a bit of interaction in the form of the Battle Mage. I think I'd rather Once Upon a Time now. It's probably the best card in my hand, to be honest. The Drowner's interesting. I can take the Drowner. Like, I think as is, if I take the Thespian stage, Juzzer will pick the Null Drifter to turn off the lab. If I take the Drowner, then he doesn't have the option to turn off the lab. And I guess the blue is actually good for both of these cards, so I'll grab the Drowner. The Thespian stage, just a medium land when I haven't got any Dark Depths sitting around. Probably does take this now. Or you just take the Mystic Forge as the payoff and go from there. I'm actually not sure what he'll pick. Pretty good argument for any of these. I'd pick this one if that was an option. I think Thoughtseize should be able to take lands. That'd be good. Good for Magic. Just seems stumped as well, so guess I'm glad I made the choice I did. Does take the Forge, okay, so expecting to play a bit of a longer game. Dang it, now I wish I took the Thespian stage. Alright, let's get this down. If I draw another imprintable for the Ugin Slab, I can just take my divination off the Null Drifter and be reasonably happy. There's a Goyf, sure. How big is Goyf? It's a real Goyf. Okay, I've drawn Tower, so that makes me a lot more interested in getting Planar Nexus. Let's go do that. And then next time we'll probably just play the Battle Mage as a Mana War, and then work our way towards the Null Drifter. If we draw another imprintable, then we could Null Drifter the following turn, which is pretty good. Otherwise, we can just cycle Null Drifter next turn, which isn't terrible. We'll see what else happens here. There's Hierarch. Gets in for 5. Not too bad. This round isn't actually too big of a deal at the moment. Okay, that works. Let's lead with the Nexus. She should have played the Ivig, and I'd rather the Eye get wasted than the Planar Nexus, but they're probably all getting wasted at some point or another. But this means I'm potentially a mana short a different turn. And what's this? I'd rather they just didn't play a Wasteland. I don't know we're beating Wasteland Ren and 6 this game. We have got a lot of lands, but okay, that's not a Wasteland. Thank goodness. There's an Arena, which is pretty scary. Could be a Hasty Goyf coming down, or something worse, potentially. We'll see what Jazza can muster up. Let's not too hasty creatures. That'd be pretty scary. Feels like it might be two hasty creatures, given that Jazza's very particularly tapping his lands. There's a hasty Goyf. And a Lily, or... Oh, hasty Mosswood Dreadnought. Cool. That's a sweet card. It's a pretty bad trade. What is this, 7? I'm just gonna cop this. Do need to be pretty careful now that the Ren can ping us down. More hasty creatures coming down maybe the following turn, and the deck's obviously got bolts in it, so I need to just be pretty cautious with our life total, but not overly so. I don't think this block was right, because it just means that the Dread Knight goes on to adventure, and I did, wow, okay. It's minus the Ren this turn. That's definitely a statement. We definitely need some gas here. We've got 4 lands in hand currently. Okay, that's not great. My attacking Ren. No, probably not. I probably need to threaten to double block this. Maybe not. Hmm. Let's stay back. There's definitely a world where there's a push or a bolt. Like I double block the Goyf, they go push or bolts the battle mage, and then I get to misstep it. That'd be a pretty good outcome. Um, I'll try and work towards that. Otherwise, I want to. The Null Drifter can attack the Ren next turn successfully to kill it, and the Null Drifter covers the Moss Ward this turn. Okay. I'm just making these blocks in that case. It's pretty bad still because the Ren just down ticks on this, but need to preserve life total. Is this? Oh, it goes to the bin and then you have to adventure it this turn, right? Yeah. Doesn't want to. Just getting aggressive. Probably the right line. I need an All is Dust. That's not an All is Dust. I can make a fish, block these, and then they just pump this up and I'll die. I don't even need to. They just attack with this, and that ping will kill me. Is there anything I'm missing? Could activate this maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could activate it and have nothing to do. You already did. Tarmogoyf, still good. On the play, I feel pretty good that we're not going to be in positions like that where we get just aggroed out. It's a lot harder to get aggroed out against a deck that isn't super devoted aggro. But definitely possible. The more I think about it, the less I like the Lodestone. It taxes almost all of my high end, and like we just need to cast any one of these sevens, well, except for Null Drift to that game, but any of these other sevens that game would have pretty much sealed the deal. So let's just not play a Lodestone to kind of prevent ourselves from doing that. Wolfing Whale kills Dorks and counters some things. It's pretty ordinary, but probably better than anything else here. Okie dokie. I will keep turn to Ugin. Just fade the Thoughtseize or a strip mine and life will be good. And a misstep, but we've dodged that bullet so far. Just play a Surveil land. Let's go. The force something I was thinking about? Yep, fair enough. Not the end of the world, really. We can, we still have map to get tower next turn to play the Ugin, so pretty happy with that position still. Unless he drew the misstep as well, that'd be rough. Not worried about opposition agent here, so happy to just hold up the map and let Juzza make the first move. What do we pitch? Pitch to Deathrite. It's interesting. Didn't play Deathrite turn 1, so probably doesn't have another green card and really wanted to pitch just there. Spirit Guide? No, okay. Get to tower. Yep. Wondering if it's like an Assassin's Trophy on this. Could be a possible line here. Oh yeah, the draw step stop. You know what that means. So I guess we might. This comes in untapped. Oh no, it's beside you. So I'll float here, then get the forest, and then play the Once Upon a Time. This stage and Dark Depths together. Wish I could take both, but I cannot. We have great options here. Might take the Battle Mage because I've got the blue source again to bounce a random threat. Ulamog's too far off. Thief's a bit less kind of flexible compared to the Battle Mage. Let's get the Battle Mage. I'm slowly working my way up to this Ugin. Judge's done everything he could to prevent it, so I guess they've both been 2-for-1s in our favor, so that's pretty good. But yeah, he's keeping us off his stuff. Very interactive. And the Ren, brutal. I probably just need to get the creature down to start attacking the Ren to have a chance in this game. He's also got a Tamagotchi to block here, then GG's. Most likely. Not quite a Goif, but does trade still. I don't have a lot of ways to break up the Ren strip either, so we need some artifact mana to have a shot. What do you take? Okay. Wait, this next? Yep. Yep. I still don't really want to trade with the Emperor. Even though it's obviously better, I really need to like, I don't know, try and find removal for this and then start hitting the Ren, but now the Ren's up to 6, maybe it's not even, maybe I should just trade these off. It also represents a mana with the Cradle, so I don't, probably can't do that. I can phase it out and then attack the Ren. But now that he knows the Cradle's a more valuable target now, so I don't really have any good way to bridge to get up to this Ugin. The mana vault is the best way to like jump a couple mana in one go, but um, that's already gone, so I don't really see how we can ever get out from underneath this. We're pretty much working with 3 mana for the rest of the game, unless we're able to break this up somehow, but I just don't think I got anything. I don't think you're meant to bring in like Tormod's Crypto in this matchup. There isn't a hell of a lot that this deck has in terms of graveyard interaction. Like it's got Tamagotchis and stuff, but um, not really enough to justify such a pinpoint card like Tormod's Crypt. What did this do? A Battle Mage? No. I don't play a 7/6. Nice. That is an upgrade. What's this? Maybe if I like... I need to attack with the Reshaper, hit something insane, and also draw something insane to really have a shot here. Yeah. So if I can get the Reshaper to hit a Soul Land, then I can play the City and then I can play the Ugin. It does seem better than just sitting here doing. Likely? Certainly not, but worth a shot. I guess in some ways this Reshaper is a way to um, go +1 mana on a turn, like get up to 4 mana. Just takes it. Yeah, good choice. So we'll pretty much make that same offer next turn. And I think to keep the Ren around, it'll take the block. Adapt this. Getting nothing. What was under this thing? Nada. Just makes a 4/4. Seems worth it. Maybe we can start attacking with this guy. Mhm. Seems good. Doesn't make sense. Okay. As always, you draw this card at any point in the game, and you have to start paying attention again because you might actually be able to win. Um, so I guess the most obvious option is play the city, kill the Emperor, and make spawn. Again, if I do end up hitting the soul land off with the Matter Shaper, then I really would prefer to work towards that line, but it's pretty optimistic. Can I ever Emrakul here? What is this? 3. This would be the 4th type. I'll have a creature, so it'll be the 5th type. So Emrakul's likely to cost 8 next turn. That seems pretty far off. I don't think killing the Emperor is actually that big of a deal. I'm just gonna go kill the Matter Shaper. And even if it hits an ordinary land, I can at least just hold up end of turn K-Command for a bunch. Yep. A Forge. That seems hard to realistically play and have any chance of winning this game. So the city's definitely getting caught up next turn in the strip mine. Yeah, I don't think I can ever really forge. I'm just gonna have to K-Command and then maybe try and scry into a solo land. Because I'll make 2 spawn and then I'll be able to play I'll scry 2. Yeah, I think that's right. So this will get stripped. I'll have 2 lands, 2 spawn, and then a soul land would get me up to 6, which will get me to Ugin. Which honestly, if I get to Ugin, I think I'm in great shape. Obviously, a lot can go wrong between now and then. Like the Ren can, yeah, Ren's still going to have an activation right now, so so if it does the right thing and lets me go to my next phase, then he can ping one of the Scions. Yep, doing that. I could also hit the strip mine. Maybe it's not terrible. If I do that though, the Ren's gonna start down ticking on the dudes. I actually think it's a losing line if I do that. I'm just gonna make the 2 spawn and scry draw. As terrible as it feels, I think it's more likely to win me this one than trying to keep my lands around. Like the strip mine's already done its damage. The Ren minusing is about as good as a strip mine at this point anyway. Okay, if I keep both of these, does that ever possibly get me to an Emrakul? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. Surprisingly close given I've been strip mined like 8 times. It's awkward that it's the eye. So if this dies, I have 3, 4. So I still would need to hit a soul land to get there. 2, 3. I don't think I can keep the Eye of Ugin. I will keep the Monolith. True. The Emperor can also whittle away at my graveyard to keep me off of types. I didn't. Just give me a chance. He's a good man. Deck 7 probably. It's fine. Yep, does kill one. Daring. I guess so. I want mana more than cards, but at least this will not. I'll not die next turn. Not dying's pretty good. I hope we had a land here. Ooh, we do. We do, we do. This poor Ugin has been like just shy every turn of this this game. Even from turn 2 onwards, he's been not quite there. So not dying this turn. We should be able to survive another turn after that. And then I think I would die to my ring the turn after that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Um. Hmm. 10. So I need this to live to jump here um, to let me untap the Grey Monolith. It doesn't seem like any other line is ever gonna win it here. If I am able to jump, untap this, I think I could just about get to an Emrakul. Which honestly might not even be good enough. He could also grab the Beseiju and then kill the Grim if he's aware that that's what I'm trying to do here. We've made combat at least, so the Battle Mage looks like it's living. You're getting aggressive. Oh, trample randomly. It's not good. So I'm going to 8, then to 6 off of this. Pretty scary spot, I won't lie. I don't have a plan to get rid of this ring for those wondering what the long-term plan is. There isn't one. Okay, good. The plan is that we stop killing ourselves with the Ancient Tomb. So I'm actually glad this got strip mined because I don't think I could ever really tap it again with the ring setting here. Okay. Okay. So 5 card types. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, too short at Emrakul still. Might as well draw 3 cards. The Sire? Is the Sire what I've been looking for this whole time? It's not. I'm 1 mana short. Sire would be good. You need a soul land there. So is 1 short. Thought not very good. Not very good. So I'm playing this Ugin. Doesn't really do it. Ugin make 1 blocker. Still die. Yeah, I think I am kaput. I need to now hit like exact perfects off of a forge, I guess. But I think we're dead. Yep, that's that. GG, Stelza. Well played. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for some more.